Hey everybody, it's Benny One, and I'm back at you with another Jaws movie review, everybody, and we are moving on to Jaws 3D, everybody. That's right, this movie was the third Jaws movie. It was called Jaws 3D, though, because in the early 80s and the mid 80s, the 3D resurgence was happening once again. It happens all the time. It gets popular again, and they want to put it in movies. So yes, this movie has that 3D gimmick in the 80s. So it does not look that great when you watch it today. That's all I'm going to say. So I actually kind of enjoy this movie. It has a really bad Rotten Tomatoes score. I think it's like 19%, something like that, 16%. Metacritic gave it like a 3.7. It didn't get very good reviews, but you know what? I actually kind of like this movie. I actually thought it was kind of fun. It was entertaining, to me at least. I thought it was more entertaining than the second Jaws movie, and the second Jaws movie is actually a better made movie, but I find this one more entertaining. So, this movie was directed by Joe Alves, everybody, and we have a bunch of new cast people in this movie. Dennis Quaid, a very young Dennis Quaid, plays Mike Brody, everybody. That is right. And then John Putch is Sean Brody, his younger brother, which is really cool that they're both in this movie. And then Bess Armstrong plays Catherine. She plays Mike's girlfriend for, I think they've been together for like a year and a half, I think they say in the movie. So, and then Leah Thompson, everybody, plays Kelly. That's right. Back to the Future mom, everybody. That's right. She plays Kelly. She's kind of the little love interest for Sean Brody in the movie. So the thing that's really cool about this movie is it takes place in SeaWorld, everyone. That's right. That's what I really enjoy about this movie is the location and the setting. Is they're not in Amnesty Bay anymore. It's in SeaWorld, which is very cool. I love the setting. And Mike and Catherine, they work at SeaWorld. Like, Mike is the one that's getting SeaWorld ready to open, and he's basically the big designer, and he's helping repair things and build things and all that kind of stuff. And then his lady, Catherine, she's the one that works with all the animals, like Shamu and the two dolphins that are in the movie that kind of have little parts in the movie. So they work inside of SeaWorld. It's a really cool little setting. I enjoy it because then there's this huge underwater exhibit thing that literally is under this huge lagoon that they have designed and built to basically mimic and replicate the ocean. And it has these 4 long, like, tubes that you can go underwater, and they're totally all glass and everything, and you can see the ocean life and everything. And there's like an observatory thing in the middle. Really cool shit. It actually makes for some pretty cool little situations and scenarios later in the movie with Jaws, everybody. So, yeah. And the 3D effects, they're not good. They're not good. There's literally a part where Jaws is like supposedly swimming towards one of these tubes and shit, and it's literally just like a freaking shark that you could tell that they just put on the screen, and it's just slowly moving like this, and you can tell that it's not moving at all, but they made it with the 3D technology back in the day, so it stuck out at you, but it literally is not moving. It's just slowly gliding along. The shark's tail or nothing is moving. It looks bad. The 3D stuff back in the day, no good. No good. And there also was a scene in this that reminded me of one of the Friday the 13th movies when Jason shoots the freaking the dart gun arrow thingy, and you can see the arrow going across the line into the camera. Goddamn, Dennis Quaid's character shoots a harpoon thing just kind of like that, and you can see the goddamn arrow and everything going along the line into the camera. I was like, holy shit, was that must have been how they did that shit back in the 80s, because I was like, it reminded me just of that shit. So, but yeah, I love the setting in the movie. I think the special effects with the shark itself, like when they actually use the big mechanical shark, I think they look pretty good, honestly. Not quite as good as the second one, and most definitely not as good as the first one. But they didn't look bad. And there's a fake out in this movie, everyone. There is a fake out because they make you think that they caught and killed Jaws, and they actually captured him because they wanted to put him in SeaWorld to be the first great white shark in captivity. And they make you think it's him, but he's small. That shark was smaller than shit, and I was like, that can't be him. There's no way in hell that could be him. I'm like, how could this be a Jaws movie if that's the goddamn shark in this movie? He's tiny as hell. So it was a fake out because it most definitely was not him because the Jaws in this movie is huge. He's like, I think at one point they said he's like a 24-footer or 25-footer. Like he's bigger than the ones that were in the other two movies because they state that. And I was like, wow. So yeah. And like I said, later on in the movie, when the park is open, the theme park's open, it's kind of like that Jurassic World thing where the park actually gets opened and then there's a shark loose in the park killing people and shit while the park is open. So makes for some very cool situations and scenarios, especially in that underwater exhibit that they have. Very, very interesting and cool stuff. So, is this the best looking and filmed and directed and acted Jaws movie? No, it's not. But on an entertainment level, for me, I think it's pretty entertaining and it's a fun rewatch. And as you guys know, rewatchability plays a lot into how I view movies for sure. So I actually had a lot of fun with this Jaws movie. So I'm going to give Jaws 3D an 8 out of 10, everybody. That is right. It probably doesn't deserve an 8 out of 10 if you're judging it solely on a movie and being a critic about a movie. But I'm just your average Joe Schmo that watches movies, that talks about movies on my channel. I don't judge movies super hard. So I'm giving it an 8 out of 10, everybody. That's right, for Jaws 3D. Hope you guys enjoyed that review. Thanks for watching. And I'll be catching you on the tube later because I have spoken.